Hello and welcome to the Round 2 Back 9 coverage of the MPO League Card here at the 2025 Reserve Championship presented by Simon Line. We are on to the second half of the event with BigBarri commentary, myself, Jerm, Koling, himself, Paul Ulibarri.
Yeah. And Gannon's trying to steal the show from the rubber ducky. And that's hard to do.
That's hard to do.
I think the bogey keeps the rubber ducky kind of in the mix right now.
Yeah.
Sitting behind there looking just absolutely majestic. But no, all seriousness, what a great front nine. Even with the bogey, he shoots 7 under. And he's kind of trying to pull away from the field like he does. But the place is scoreable. A lot of people going really far under par. And hole 10 is a tough one. 750 feet. Jerm, what do you think?
I think it's a great hole. I think it's a great addition to this course. Before we kind of had a pretty blasé par 5. They've turned it into 2 par 3s, or a par 3 and a par 4 now. And I think this hole stands out. I think it does really well to showcase a difficult tee shot that brings risk reward into play, and a very challenging approach shot that has to be committed, thrown hard, but also touchy as well. Otherwise, you find yourself going 40 long. So I think it's a great hole.
We saw Matty O go out of bounds with just an awful shot. Out of bounds with an awful shot. And then just throw a beautiful one for the bogey. That's all you need right there, though, right in the middle. Probably got about 350 in. It is an awkward angle. So the way the eye kind of maps out the upshot, you have that out of bounds on the left and it forces you to throw left to right. And then, I don't know, it's just unsettling to me.
I agree. It's a scary tee shot, and then the approach shot also keeps you on your toes. Yeah. It's so easy. I've seen so many shots go in that left side OB where you see it on the just left of the green.
What I do like about it, though, is if you get left enough, it kind of levels out the anxiety because you can play hyzer at those right trees and then get it up the hill. But you don't want to play with that left side.
Sully trusts in the forehand high and wide. Hyzer's back to the center.
Outdrives everybody. Wow.
Nah, surprise. No one really went. Well, I don't know. Corey got pretty good distance as well.
Is this flipping? No. Oh, wow.
That
Get away with it.
was fortunate. I'm going to go ahead and set the line at the rubber ducky gets 6 under per 9. That's just automatic. He gets 6 under per 9. So right now, Gannon and the rubber ducky are tied.
Yeah, he's like a boss. He's like a boss in the game.
He's a boss in the game, and the goal is to beat 6 under per 9 to win the tournament.
Oh.
So he did not commit. He tried to. I don't know if he slipped a little bit.
Spit it out. Spit it out. Spit it out.
No.
Wow.
Are you kidding
Okay.
me?
I've thrown it in there, and that's what you just pray for it to spit it out.
Did yours?
Yes. First
What?
round, I spit out. Yep.
I have not seen that result.
You gotta
yet.
ask. It's not gonna happen unless you ask.
Well, thank goodness you're here to ask, because I didn't hear Sully saying a dang word.
Beautiful shot there. Wow. Just to get it up over the little bunker there is.
And that's how you play hole 10, folks.
Mm-hmm. But now you got to make it. Been a little low all day.
I think he'll find the par a refreshing score to take. Calvin just not quite doing much since the 3-for-3 start. Since then, it has been.
And I think he
Not
has
much.
to feel refreshed as well. Good catch. If Sully can feel refreshed, then
Think Calvin can feel refreshed? I think Calvin is feeling dirty.
yeah,
Time
but
to take a shower.
he threw it left as well. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, okay.
He got through.
Yeah. I'm with you now.
Yep. We all soon forget with the Calvin Meister,
As they often say.
as they always say.
Corey with a very nice birdie. That was the first putt today for Gannon that wasn't dead center on the middle of the pole, but still good enough to catch. His lead remains at 5 right now over Peter, who is another Minnesota local.
What's his last name?
Calabrese.
Yeah, I love that name.
Yeah, it's fun to say.
I know, Calabrese.
On to the island.
Is this playing harder this year? Did they back it up? Like, what happened?
It used to be farther back. The basket used to be closer to the bleachers, and it was a lot easier even though it was farther. Now that it's closer to the wall, it makes you really... The distance control has to be perfect because nobody wants that 40-footer back towards the wall.
This is really good. Yep.
Yeah, pin high is great.
I'm just throwing this hole in. I just don't think it's possible to miss the water.
You missed it again.
I should have. I got lucky and I hit the bricks on the left side.
I hit the bricks too, but the bad kind.
Oh, it skipped over the bricks.
No, it's just...
No, see those bricks like on this view? Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, it was bad.
Corey's in bounds, putting for the birdie.
Very nice shot. Yeah, if you can throw the mid-range or the putter.
That's what you should do.
Yep.
And yeah, it's properly marked here at 335.
Kind of what I did there.
But I think the T sign on the course says like 369 or something way off. So it's good to know that the actual distance... Yeah, 375. You can see it on the bottom right of your screen right there.
Feels like that far.
It's just not.
Look at this follow through. Give it to us.
That's a great looking
Give it to
shot.
Us. Oh my.
And it's the same. It might be a replacement, but it's the same looking Raptor that he got the ace with at USDGC a few years ago.
Yes, this is going to be right behind it. Watch. Oh man.
That's gorgeous.
He likes to run the bucket.
It's a perfect sidearm for a player that likes to throw that little baby flex like Sully likes to throw.
Calvin a little out of sorts on the putting green now. He needs to fix that and fix it quickly because these guys typically make these.
Yeah. And yesterday when he was not doing that well and then went 4 under in the last 3, he went from 3 under for the round through 15 holes to 7 under, which got him on the lead card. But the conditions were bad, and you can get to lead card with 7 under. To stay in the hunt today, you have to be getting green on your scorecard.
Double digits.
Gannon Buhr is getting green on that scorecard.
Pretty putt there from Sullivan.
Very well played hole. I mean, and sometimes it's just not your day, I guess, but he's been so close. It's not like he's throwing the disc poorly.
For Eagle.
Mindsmell.
Mindsmell. Local boy putting together a tournament.
Where was he on the green? I was trying to... Oh, he was like just this side of the sand trap?
Yeah.
That angle was throwing me off there. I couldn't figure out where he was. What a day for Mindsmell. 11 under.
Hole 12, 760 feet. Little mandatory left. I think you want to throw it out over in this area. These guys have the power to get down into this area though. And that is important because it's tough to clear this hill. And that's a big trouble on the hole, I think. A few guardian trees, but then you have to shape it in a way that carries over that, and then Marweed still hasn't trimmed up the weeds by the basket, but
busy playing a tournament, man. Give him a
playing
break.
well. Playing well at the tournament. Well, okay. Very good.
Yeah, past the bunker is essentially exactly what you want to do. Because once you get past the bunker, now you're looking straight at that tunnel.
Yep.
And when you're in the bunker, it's uneasy footing.
This is that big, big, big distance. Like to where the big holes go.
That's awesome.
Which he needs. I think being right, he doesn't have the sidearm, and I think that it shapes really well for the sidearm kind of back.
Yeah.
And so he needs to be a little closer, I think, to throw his preferred angles.
Forehand play works pretty well for Sully. He's got a big enough forehand in the second shot that he can make up for the distance that he's taking away from the hole with the way that the forehand hyzer's out.
This is going to be by Corey, I think.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh.
Yep. How much farther was AB's drive than those? Or are those like pretty much?
No, I think it was farther. Yeah.
He got him. Yeah. See that?
By a good bit.
Not many people have the forehand distance to get to the green and make it look simple. That is awesome shot from Sully. It didn't look like much, but trust me, from back there, that's a big shot.
Yeah, I think you're right, man. I think he's looking at close to 380 for bills.
For sure 400.
Yeah.
For sure 400, in my opinion. Gannon at the edge of the circle once again. That is so good from Corey.
If Andrew would have just done his job, that would have been a tester.
He was given specific instructions to not cut that down.
Yeah, but you know.
Sometimes you just do anyways.
Yeah, you know, you could say.
Yeah. Oh, I think you said don't cut down that one.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oh, my bad. Cleaned it up. Looks beautiful. It's just in the shape of like a beautiful duck tomorrow or something.
I don't know if you can get leaves that big to shape that nice, but maybe.
I think he could.
I'm not trying to.
Are you dissing on?
I'm not saying that he can't. I just have never seen it before. We got to find something to talk about while Gannon's just makes
it look easy, man.
33-footers look like layups.
We got Calvin knocking one down finally. Hopefully that gets him going.
That feels good to see that. It's just a star frame coming here on 12. That is awesome. This is a great hole.
I don't think you're going to see another one of these.
Yeah, I think we said that about this hole last year, though. Like, I think we saw a star frame. Yeah, I don't know. It's ringing a bell. It might not have happened, but it is a rare thing because this one's tough to get.
How many were on your card today?
Birdies? We had 2. Maybe. Yeah, 2 of them. And we should have had 3. I hit first available. I was lucky to not bogey.
Okay. We got Silas still hanging in there. We saw him yesterday on the top of the leader car. Had a tough last hole, and then...
Yeah. He could have been on the lead card.
Yep. 348, mid-range or putter, just dead straight. I have seen some fairway drivers, some down-tempoing going on here, but if you do skip over this, that's where the trouble is. This green is really, really fast.
Yeah, it really comes in play a lot of times when someone comes up about 45 feet short, decide to run the putt, or if they hit something early and they're throwing the approach shot and they just get over the hill, you just find yourself at 35 feet so quick, unless you're just doing this kind of stuff off the tee, and then maybe you found the correct job.
Sheesh.
Ever since the bogey on 5, he hasn't missed.
Yeah, I mean...
And he hadn't missed before the bogey on 5.
Noah Meintzma in the clubhouse had 11 under. Really great round.
Cannon's going to crush that with a bogey.
Well, he's going to be at 11 under for this round after this birdie, I think. Which is pretty crazy. Shaping the sidearm.
Slow down.
What have I found? A little love.
I don't think he has any clue. Because sometimes you think, okay, then that hit the ground. It could have probably slowed it down. That thing was still picking up speed as it was heading over the cliff.
Saw this perfectly thrown. I thought he was turning it into, into that tree, but he knows his stability.
Yep. I think that's his Rock X3. It looks like it's going to be a normal mid-range flight, but it just gets that late stability breaking back for him. And we are, I don't want to say assured, but nearly assured. Another back-to-back star frames here. Oh. Oh.
What's the course record here?
I don't know. Let's talking about 6 holes.
No, I'm just curious.
I think I want to say that Ricky shot a 16 under, but never on this. There's a different.
It's a different layout,
different course. But the original Black Bear course, I think I want to say I remember Ricky coming in shooting a 16 like last year.
Okay.
Like first round even.
Right. That's right. Yeah, this place just finds ways for people to go really low, and Gannon is on a streak. If he can get by the next hole, hole 14, what is this move?
Bro, what?
Whoa. Running up the hill?
Bro, what?
Don't. And he makes this.
Do it, but don't do it.
No, please do it. Sheesh.
Can't.
That.
Yeah, I can't make these holes birdie proof if you're going to birdie it from that position.
Let me guess. Mini. He throws a mini here? Like what?
Well, the problem with AB throwing a mini, and I'm not even kidding, is AB has the mini distance world record at a distance that you just couldn't believe.
Yeah, I know.
It's like 560 or something.
Look at this absolute shank. And you know what's going to happen?
Let me guess.
He's going to make it. What a fun person. I mean, I would just follow him all the time. Just to watch some of this stuff.
Yeah, I'd pay.
Just a highlight.
I'd pay to watch that for sure.
Lots of cool check-ins. 20.
That is so smooth.
7 pumps.
Wait, is this the hole that starts the whole Drew Gibson, Silas Schultz thing? Silas shut that down.
There's a good putt right there. And he's playing very well. Let's go into 18 where he had troubles yesterday.
When you say troubles, did he take a par or bogey?
I'm not sure. I didn't look.
But for him to not take an eagle is troubles because Silas is
at least a birdie. Yeah, I don't think he got the birdie because he needed to. I think he had lead card kind of locked up.
Yeah, this is sub 400 in, which is just means he annihilated his tee shot.
That's actually the sound barrier after he threw.
See what he's got left. Outside circle, and does not knock down the eagle. I feel like that's a bit of a miss. With that drive,
yeah,
you'd expect Silas to put one a little bit closer than that, but still, very solid day.
God, that is
to be studied.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason it's to be studied is because he studied, and he figured it out.
What's going on, guys? Hold My Bag just launched the greatest disc golf fantasy game in the universe.
Hold My Bag just dropped the best fantasy disc golf game the planet has ever seen.
I want to tell you guys about the newest disc golf fantasy game. on the market.
One of my favorite parts is the hold my bag. This is something that we started doing, and it's actually a lot of fun.
On to the par 5, 14th at 1,058 feet. Try to get one as far as you can up on this high plateau and set yourself up to go big on the second shot. Try to land somewhere around here. Leave yourself in that 350 to maybe 330 range. If you go really big in 2 shots, then be like Simon yesterday. We saw him literally putting his 3rd shot.
I heard rumors today of Carter Aarons being in the circle.
We need to watch out for Carter Aarons. When he figures out how to bring the whole game together, he's going to be one of these guys.
Oh, hello. And that is a great kick.
So, I did hear that Gannon was going to try to go for the eagle, knowing that if he eagled here and he finished with birdie, 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 eagle on 18, he could get to 18 down. So he was going for the gusto off that tee shot.
Okay, well, it's going to bite him.
Yep. He got a great kick to stay in the middle.
Yes, I agree. That's big distance. I keep saying it, but past the tee pad is far.
That's a big indicator of good distance.
That's not going to be far.
Calvin's just been off the height today. A lot of times he's got the same pop. It's just it's coming out low. The discs are like turning hard without getting that full flight pan that they normally get.
Do we think maybe we just need to give him a new eagle? Like
he's got an overstable one. He's just not throwing it.
Yeah.
He's got a green one. You'll probably see him throwing on the next tee pad is my guess.
All right, now I'm curious. Does Gannon
need to send it. There's no need to send it from there.
Yeah.
Because he's not going to get to 18. I think the goal for him was get to 18.
He could still do it from there. If he was going for it in the first place, is what I'm saying.
Well, he'd have to eagle, and now he'd have to throw it in.
I got you.
Yeah, because he'd have to go eagle, birdie on 15, 16, and 17, and then eagle again on 18, just because he had the bogey. Yeah.
That's tough, so it's over.
Yeah, his round's over, folks.
The dream's dead. Great shot from Corey. I mean, Corey is just putting on. He needs this birdie.
Slow start, right? Remember?
Yep.
Birdie, bogey, birdie, bogey. And then since then, it's the reason why he got here in the first place.
And Gannon is playing perfect, but if Corey could get this, Gannon's not getting it.
Just imagine how frustrating it is. You're just trying to gain strokes, and he hasn't gotten worse than birdie since hole 5. So it's, opportunities are slim pickings.
That's golf, though. Stay patient, and here's a chance right now.
Totally. This is pretty typical in 2, and you're playing decent. Calvin with a good second shot. Not a very good third shot. But that one fights back and bounds.
His second shot was great, though.
Yes. It is
really?
A shout out to that kid right there. He was working hard today. I got my disc back out of the water on the island hole. I appreciate him.
Sit. Oh, yeah.
Well played.
Sidearm, sidearm, sidearm. If you got it, I think this hole holds that shape very well. I feel like a very important shot for Corey.
Yeah, this is a good time to get a stroke.
Yes.
Gonna get a stroke. Unless Gannon does something really, really dumb, which I don't think he's gonna try to. Oh, no, he's not even. I thought he might be like 75, 80. He's got a full sidearm. Well,
you know what?
It's a throw, is what I mean.
I like 4 better than 5 if I'm Corey. Sounds a lot better.
Yeah, I mean, Sure. I'm with you.
Well, what do you like?
It's an honor to be within 5 the way he's playing. So, yeah, sure. 400 is great. Maybe 4 back is great. And I agree with you. The closer you are to the lead, the better it is.
Wow, thanks. Come on.
Well, I
you
mean,
know the difference between being 5 back and 4 back. You've played this game a long time.
Well,
is there a difference?
There's a huge difference. But on a course like this, it just seems like, you know, Corey's probably thinking, I can't do anything about his game. He's out there just shredding right now. All I can do is control me. And if he's going to continue to get birdies, then 4 back's not going to be good enough. Because, like, even over the next course of a round, the way he's playing, you got to just think to yourself, 1 shot at a time, and cool, now I'm within 4. That's great.
I don't know. I remember having this conversation in Kansas City, and I watched Gannon absolutely implode the first couple holes.
It was
billion stroke
crazy.
lead. So I don't believe in that. I really don't.
I'm not saying it's over. I'm just saying it's like it's too early to be thinking about 1 stroke versus 2 strokes versus 3 strokes.
Yeah, I'm just saying, as far as a commentating situation.
Yeah, we got to draw up a little bit of drama. Is that what we're trying to do?
No, I'm saying it's important to be closer to the lead when the guy's birdied 19 in a row. Corey. Oh.
He knows he doesn't need to be pushing at that tight, but he's going to reap the benefits of missing that mandatory tree.
I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter.
Oh, you're so annoying, Paul. You're so annoying, dude.
I know. I apologize to all the people out there.
Sully with a good shot. Does land in the high grass, but shouldn't be too big of a problem for him from there, dude.
Oh, perfect again. So good, really.
Just
though.
find a flaw in his game. Like I mean,
Yeah, he hit a tree 8 feet.
okay, go faster.
On the last hole.
Go faster. That's the only thing I can say is that you take too long to throw.
Yeah. Beautiful.
That's the eagle. That's the one I was talking about. So he's got a little bit more stable one in the back. He's working it in. He threw this one into the spectator rope so far yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, I thought he threw a distance driver. I was like, please tell me that was a 12 speed. He said, oh, it was an eagle. Or whatever Calvin's voice sounds like. Corey is en fuego. It's awesome to see. Watch out, spectators.
Oh, big lift, then a drop, then bullseye.
Bullseye. Wow.
Sully putting himself together a nice back 9 as well.
Mm-hmm. Not worried.
Calvin gets it wide. And that's just fine. Just outside the circle.
Oh, well, a little worry. He's outside the circle.
Kind of where AB was. Ooh. Whew. Hot. I want to see how center that hit. Oh, directly.
Yeah.
I think that was his best putt of the day.
Machine. He hasn't had outside the circle putt yet, right? Like everything's been like right at that really tough range where you find yourself at 31 feet enough times. You're like, okay, I've made like 3 of them. Wow, I'm putting great. And then, you know.
I think he was on 10. The roller hole.
Yeah, it was close. It was,
Yeah.
I think he was just barely outside. I think you're right. Yeah, but I mean, that one was certainly the longest putt of the day. And
showed a little fist pump on it too, I think. Wanted it. A lot of green now on this back nine for these guys. Doing what they're supposed to do, being the leaders.
That's right.
Hey everyone, Gannon Buhr here, and I want to invite you to compete in the Power Disc Golf Academy Championship Series. This is the only professional and amateur nationwide disc golf series, and everyone is welcome to compete. Qualifier events will be held in cities across North America. If you place high enough at a qualifier event, you'll earn the invitation to compete in our championship event at Eagles Crossing Disc Golf Course. Scan this QR code for dates and locations of the qualifying events. We hope to see you there.
All right, hole 16, we're going to go to the B position a little bit shorter, 377. Basically, you just want to throw 390 both days, and then you're parked for both holes. Essentially it. But it is kind of hard to keep your disc on top of this knoll. But yeah, this is going to be... This plays like a deuce or die. If hole 8 is a deuce or die, then 16 is
this
as well.
not the easiest?
It's the third easiest,
Wow.
2.52 average.
Oh. How wide can we make it go with hitting a bullseye? No. Oh. That?
Not worried.
Wasn't what you wanted.
Look at that duck back there, man. That thing is huge. It's awesome. Have you ever seen a bigger duck?
No.
Of course not. It's the biggest one in the world.
I'll tell you this, though. My daughter, not a big fan of rubber duckies.
Huh.
Bath time, she tries to drown them. I've seen it with my own eyes. She splashes them. She tries to drown them.
That's the cutest sadistic thing I've ever heard of.
No.
It's amazing.
No, it's awesome. You know how they play with them and they just splash around. It's so cute.
Gannon, very similar shot to Corey, but without the roll. Just spikes into the hillside.
And I FaceTimed her while I was by the rubber ducky. She did not care. I don't. She's 9 months, so why would she? But I thought I would get a little something extra, and I didn't.
You got points there, bud.
Okay.
Horrible forward roll for Sully.
Yeah. Oh.
Almost drains it anyways.
Yeah, you kind of got to be short, though. You can't go kind of skipping on that hill, you know?
Mm-hmm.
They both did.
Not worried.
Oh, catch that. Top left catcher. They do on these buckets, too. If you hit them with a little speed on the top left, they like that.
This course, there's a little bit of wind picking up right now. I see that. But for these guys at this point when they're dialed in the round, it's not like the tournament's on the line on the next couple of holes. It's day 2. So I just feel like they're just not even considering missing these putts.
Doesn't seem like they're trying much to miss anything.
He's just, yeah. Wish there was a way to take the best players of all time in their prime, playing their best, put them on a course that equally challenges each generation, and see who comes out on top. I think that'd be sweet.
Me too.
It's not possible.
No, but that would be cool.
It would be cool.
AI might be able to do it.
So I feel like those video games are always sweet when you could play with like prime MJ versus Wilt Chamberlain. Like what?
All right, we got an easy one, though. Beautiful, right down the gut. Classic little shot. I guarantee Ken Climo's not missing this one. Corey.
Okay, so I did hear that Corey was in his groove, and he was about to throw, and someone who was trying to help out with the event actually was like, all right, everyone stop. But Corey was like, he was cool with everyone moving. And then that is what actually got in his head, and he like actually stopped again. Because that was not Corey Ellis's throw.
He
that
couldn't
was
get refocused.
He didn't get refocused,
pulled
and that
out.
ultimately that's on him, and he knows that. But that is the backstory there that I was told. Gannon needs no backstory. Neither does Calvin. Their backstory is focus and execution. Sully, yeah, that was, even if it had got around the corner, I think it probably would have flexed back a little bit, but that would have been sketchy.
I think maybe even a little deep.
That's what I was thinking as well.
Okay, need to refocus up. Oh, that's leaking.
Not worried about it.
Okay. Even after the missed focus.
No, I could be. I'm a little maybe worried about it.
Okay.
Because you're right. That's not a putt for birdie. That's a putt for par. No, I'm not worried about it. It's Corey freaking Ellis that we're talking about here.
Great putt. Great putt.
Strange middle name, though. Don't know what his parents were thinking.
What is it?
Freaking.
Oh, yeah. I like that. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. He's only down by 5. So it's like, that doesn't even count. My birdie bogey. It's fine.
Gannon has an opportunity right now to go and eagle 6 or hole 18 to get to 16 under.
Didn't think it was possible. Thought they toughened up the course good enough. After the first round, seeing that 11 was the best we could see.
Yeah.
I was thinking no. No, nobody's going to get to 16. Why would they?
Well, we said the mark. What did Kale and I shot on this layout even?
Yeah.
We shot 14 under. We're like,
That's the mark.
yeah, that's the mark. Someone will probably shoot that this week is what we were thinking. Gannon's at it right now with an opportunity to lose a couple more because let's be honest, 942 is not long enough for these guys that can throw the 550 with accuracy. So Gannon is one of those guys, and he's going to be attacking.
Really good.
Not only is it good and far, it's at the angle sets up for he doesn't have to go super wide with the hyzer, so the distance in the next shot can be spent going straight at the target. Calvin with...
Ooh, I'm worried. Ooh, that was
He's going to have a Simon-like uphill approach, I think, because we never saw that disc emerge. That was such a great effort on his part, wasn't it?
It was so funny looking. That's all I can remember.
Mm-hmm.
All high.
You can see Calvin. He's like right at the top of the ridge.
Such a hard shot to run up and throw with any sort of accuracy or power. I'm worried again. Oh, no. Okay. Really?
Whoa.
Where'd that land?
Same-ish spot? Oh, boy, man.
Jeez.
That's all I really need. He's just trying to clear the bunker on this next shot, land on the grass just right of the bunker.
I don't mind the bunkers this year because it's so rainy and it's like packed. It's not as loose as, as years past.
All right. Trying to send it home, gets it flat out of the hand to get that extra distance. Really nice. Yeah.
Just depends on where it is in the bunker.
It's hard to tell. Yeah, it's
typically I can see.
Oh,
it.
yeah.
That's the closest you can be.
I think he's right at Circle's Edge.
Yeah. In the bunker. I think he's closer than Circle's Edge, to be honest. Because that bunker's kind of right there in that little dip.
Corey
yeah,
Ellis.
They're close.
Yeah.
Did Corey get in the bunker?
Probably.
Yeah, no OB sign, so he's in the bunker too.
Tough footing for Calvin. Does he
He's gone.
safe?
There's not a line over there, so if you're on ground,
All right.
you're in.
Sweet.
Yeah. That's perfectly thrown.
Good round. Sully, way to back it up.
Yep.
That'll be for an 8 under today.
Oh, what an effort.
Man, trying to find an eagle out of there.
So the whisker over there on the edge.
Oh.
Yeah, he's tap in range pretty much.
That might have been one of the most sure-handed putting rounds I have seen. And it wasn't even because he made a ton from distance, but every one, aside from that putt on 10 that hit right side chains, every one was on the pole. Perfect speed, perfect hyzer angle. It just so convincing. And eagle for Corey, let's not gloss over that. He's only 5 back going into the final round. That's the world's largest duck looking you right in the face.
Yeah, he's pissed. He was 12 under, and he's losing by 1.
Gannon is...
He went 12-12. He's 24, and Gannon's got him by a stick.
He's got him by 3 now, right? Because he was at 24. Yeah.
Yeah, oh, wow.
Yeah, Gannon's got him by 3 strokes going into the final 18. Gannon's just got to shoot, like 9 under tomorrow to beat the duck.
Wow. But he needs to more worry about Corey Ellis because Corey's the only one that can possibly threaten, and it's going to take the same round that Gannon had today. And judging by the way that Corey played the back 9, he fixes it on the front 9, and he's right there too. I mean, he battled to
Look
shoot
at these
12.
scores, guys. Third place is 10 back of the lead. I don't even know what else to say. I don't know how to editorialize that anymore. That's just unreal.
It's an all-timer right there.
Those two guys, top 2 players, 9 down on the back 9 with pars.
Wow.
And we're seeing some really special stuff from Corey and Gannon this week, specifically Gannon right now, but 5 is possible.
Very, very, very possible.
It's very possible. If Gannon doesn't bring it tomorrow, then Corey has an opportunity, but it's going to be one of those 2 guys.
Yep.
No question about that. All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys. That's moving day here in Clearwater, Minnesota. We'll see you tomorrow for the conclusion of the 2025 Reserve presented by Simon Line.
Smack that, like, and subscribe. We'll see you tomorrow.
Sunshine, get up on my body, know that truly I feel fine. Get up, watch your body, and I feel that sunshine. Get up on my body, know that truly I feel fine.